If you run an MSP or MSSP or cybersecurity company and you've been trying to figure out lead gen for quite a while, but you still haven't cracked the code, it's probably because you're pushing a service or a solution using the wrong channel and the wrong strategy. So if you're just going to sell MSP or MSSP services or just cybersecurity services, you're going to have to run Google campaigns, Google PPC, Google SEO. It has to be very mainly focused on intent search marketing because people aren't going to go buy an MSP partnership randomly off the bat if they see like a Facebook or Instagram ad. It's something that they have to actually be looking for. Now, the only problem that you face with that is massive companies are also competing for the same exact client. So they're spending a lot of money on those same keywords that you're going to be using for your Google campaigns. And so like, you're really not going to be able to compete unless you have a marketing budget of like $20,000 a month plus just for ad spend. This is not including teams and cost of technology. So that's why most of you that have tried lead gen agencies or have tried to figure out lead gen haven't necessarily cracked the code just because you just have a small budget and you just can't play in that big game. So now the question is, how do I maneuver around this until I get the company to a point where I can actually afford those big bucks and those big budgets? And the key is you have to have a top of funnel, get in the door type of offer that just works with Facebook ads, Instagram ads, cold calls, cold email, using these tools that are cheaper, that are easier to scale with so that you can actually compete in a market. And what I found that's worked really well over the many years of testing like 100 different things is we realized that it's testing services, audit services, verification type of services that work really well when it comes to marketing them on these like organic lead gen systems or like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, basically an offer that actually works with the interruption marketing type of strategy. For example, you can go to companies and do a backup verification to see if their backup actually works. So you can simulate a real life attack and you can test their backup systems to see if they function the way they're supposed to. Companies will pay for that. And guess what? They'll pay for that like randomly because like if you just randomly approach them, they'll be like, you know what? That's actually a good idea. We should probably test those systems. And so you use that service as a way to prove how good you are, show them what kind of work that you do. And then after that service is done, you upsell them on like a very tiny retainer to maintain that specific service. So like to maintain their backup, make sure everything's good. Or you figure out if they have a vendor that's managing that for them, right? And then that's your in. And then from there, you build a relationship and then you start introducing your back-end offers when it makes sense, upselling them on your MSP, MSSP, or cybersecurity services. Now you've gotten yourself a scalable system that you can actually invest into and grow without having to worry about competing with the giants in the industry.